So I think the easiest strategy for me will be leading by example. I'm a big advocate for legal assistants and really anybody, paralegals, things like that, to not only get instruction from me as to how I want things to be done, but also to sit in on the calls, to hear me speak with clients, to hear me speak with insurance adjusters and all of those things, so that, the best way to get your mission accomplished is for them to hear you do it themselves.
Welcome to my conversation with another successful law firm owner. My name is Ashley, and I am the owner of Green Cardigan Marketing. We provide marketing services to law firms who are looking to grow and scale their law firm. Now, today's conversation is one I hope you're going to enjoy. We've got Andrew Ramos on. Andrew is the owner of ASR Legal based in Colorado. He's a personal injury attorney. Andrew's been having his practice for the last year or so. So today we're going to learn about what's made Andrew successful, some things he's learned along the way. So stick around. I think you're going to enjoy today's conversation with Andrew Ramos. Andrew, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you. I know you've been a great client of Green Cardigan Marketing. We built your website, so it's been fun to watch you grow. Just start off and tell us who you are, what do you do, where do you practice? Give us the basics so everybody knows a little bit about you.
Sure. So my name is Andrew Ramos. I am the managing attorney at ASR Legal, based out of Denver, Colorado. I am licensed out here in Colorado as well as Florida, so I accept clients in both states, and my practice focuses on plaintiff's personal injury law.
So tell me, how long have you had your firm?
So we're coming on a little over a year.
Okay, yeah, it's not been too long. When we first met, you were just getting going. So how's it been so far? I mean, you're a business owner, you're your own boss, you're a practicing attorney. You got a lot going on. How's it been?
It's been great. It's been so rewarding from so many different angles, as far as, just actually being in full control of cases, case management, things like that. And there's been nothing more rewarding than being your own boss as well. So it's been a fun journey, and just looking forward to what's next.
Yeah, what would you say, maybe some highs and lows so far in the last year? You can get maybe specific cases, or just in general. What's some highs and lows along the journey so far?
I think with the new high has been just more of a hands-on, like I mentioned earlier, as far as having complete control over my clients, being able to call certain shots, and really just being able to advocate the way that I want to advocate for them. An example in particular, I had a client case with a slip and fall outside of a McDonald's. The client had been through a couple different law firms previously. She decided to sign up with me. Of course, it's been denial the whole way through. And over a period of time, we finally got them to accept liability, provide a fair settlement offer, and get the case resolved. And while that's not necessarily this huge case or a retirement case by any means, the fact that I'm able to take a case that pretty much nobody wanted, to be frank, and get a successful settlement and have a happy client is just so rewarding.
Yeah, what a win under your belt, right? Like, to boost your confidence, to tell others about what you do. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What about a learning opportunity for someone watching this and they're just getting into starting their own firm? What is something big or small that you would say, hey, I'd stay away from that, or might do it a little bit differently? What is an opportunity that you look back on and it taught you something?
Sure. I think one of the big things, especially for me, where I practiced for a good number of years before I went and started my own firm, would just be the importance of time management, as well as understanding you're doing a lot more than just bringing in clients, advocating for them, settling cases, moving cases, things like that. There's all the little nuances that comes with being a business owner, and just making sure that you are fully ready to understand what that entails, and also making the appropriate time for it. It's a learning curve like anything else, but it's something that you have to learn to adapt to once you decide to take the leap and do your own thing.
Why did you start your own firm? Why did you take this jump to take such an a huge, I mean, it's a big undertaking, right? Why did you do it?
So I've been practicing for a little over 8 years. I felt like now was the right time, that I had the right experience to take on cases from, initial inception of someone's involved in a car accident, pre-suit to litigation if necessary, as well as trial. It's just, it felt like the right time for me. And I was ready to give it a shot and be my own boss. So here I am.
So it was always in the cards. It was just a matter of timing.
I think so. Yeah, it's just the right doors opened up for me. I've been able to build a successful network out in Denver, and like I mentioned, I do have cases in Florida as well, and it just made sense.
Why did you choose, or what led you to choose this area of the law? Was that when did that choice happen throughout this journey?
So when I initially was licensed as an attorney, I was working in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was working on the defense side, actually representing insurance companies, security companies, and even the state of Florida on various property matters and personal injury matters. And I just didn't really find a sense of fulfillment with working for defense. I mean, of course, there's a time and place for everything. When I moved to Colorado in 2017, I decided to shift my practice to personal injury and representing plaintiffs in the matter. I just think it's so incredibly rewarding, and I think it means a lot more personally when you can see how somebody, an individual, as opposed to a corporation, how they're impacted by not only the accident itself, their injuries, how this affects them in their personal life, their social life, with their families, all of those things, and really just be there to be their advocate and to fight for their rights against these insurance companies to get them the adequate compensation they deserve.
It's amazing how it comes down to fulfillment. And look, I'm in this industry and I talk to folks. What do you do? I work with lawyers, and there are a few instances where there's a negative tone. And every time, I mean, I really come to bat for lawyers and say, no, you don't understand. There really are, just like in every industry, there really are great lawyers out there who do it for the right reason. And it's about purpose, and it's about passion, and it's about fulfillment and helping one another, helping your clients, seeing that fulfillment in that journey. They've been wronged or something has happened and you've really helped them. So it comes down to fulfillment more times than none, just for human beings. And that's for a lawyer or that's for a marketer, right? That doesn't really change.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's again, it's so great to hear that and for you to tell others that, because sometimes I think that might be a misconception. Tell me what has worked for you so far. You are obviously passionate about what you do. You find fulfillment in what you do. So that's going to make you good at what you do. But what has worked, whether it's marketing, whether it's networking, whatever has worked in helping you grow and get the word out about your firm?
First and foremost, I think it starts with the ability for others to see you without actually meeting you or interacting with you. And I think that comes with a good website. Of course, I used Green Cardigan Marketing to build my website, and I'm very happy with it. From that point, I think one of the major things is just relationships, continuing relationships with medical providers, and really, especially with starting off on my own, my goal was to let everyone know that I started my own practice. And with that, there's so many times and instances that I've even seen from referral sources where people say, oh, so-and-so was involved in an accident. I mean, this happened. We all know this happens often. And, oh, well, I know Andrew, he has his own practice, give him a call. And that's really how those cases are generated, those referrals work. And, I think word of mouth is so important. So I just continue to, one, make sure people are aware of what I do. And that I'm always here to chat with them if they think that there might be a case. I'd rather them speak with me first and make sure that there isn't, or if it's not something that I handle, that I can get them in the right hands of somebody who could.
Tell me, like, practically, how are you getting your name to these medical professionals? What does that look like? Is it networking events, or like practically, I'm starting my own firm today and I want to learn from you? How are you doing that?
Sure. So it's a little different for me because I was working as an associate in Denver, Colorado. So people were familiar with who I was under a different umbrella with a different firm. So this has been more so letting them know you're still getting the same attorney, but now it's somebody doing it on his own, as opposed to under a different firm, which I appreciate because it also gives me control as far as referring cases back, being in direct communication, calling all of those shots like I referenced earlier.
So again, it comes back down to relationships, your passion. They can see this passion. You're providing great results. And just in a year, that's starting to compound. Imagine where you're at in a few years, which leads me into, I want to know about the future. What are your goals as a business owner, a law firm owner? Where do you see your firm in 3 to 5 years? What do you want to do?
Just ultimately growing, continuing to acquire more cases, build those relationships, continuing to help people, bringing on personnel who share my passion to advocate and to help people that have been unfortunately injured in various accidents. Yeah, just continuing, but ultimately just continuing to grow.
What do you think about the growing? This is difficult. I'm in this situation too of I have a high standard, customer service. Yes, I like marketing, but really to the heart of who I am and is people and customer service. So as we've grown and we've now a team of a dozen or so, maintaining that level of customer service throughout your team, it's challenging, but it's possible. How do you feel like you're going to be able, you've got a passion for what you do and you love helping people. How do you feel like you're going to be able to pass that along as you grow your firm?
So I think the easiest strategy for me will be leading by example. I'm a big advocate for legal assistants and really anybody, paralegals, things like that, to not only get instruction from me as how I want things to be done, but also to sit in on the calls, to hear me speak with clients, to hear me speak with insurance adjusters and all of those things. So that, I mean, the best way to get your mission accomplished is for them to hear you do it themselves. I'm also a big advocate of, I won't ask you to do anything I won't do myself. And I think with that, people will see when I'm on the phone, when I'm doing the maybe more so administrative work and things like that, that this is somebody that, one, knows what they're doing and somebody I would want to follow as well.
It sounds like you're already at such a young stage in your firm, setting up, these identifiers of what makes you different and ensuring that you're going to pass that on. So if I'm a new employee coming to your firm today, what are you going to tell me? What makes you different? What makes your firm different than the other firms?
I think to sum it up, it's we care here at ASR Legal. I care about not only my clients, but making sure that my clients, one, their voices are heard, that they're getting the care that they needed, that they know what's going on, that they're fully informed. Nothing is worse than being in this situation where you've been injured, you're dealing with doctor's appointments, all of these things, getting your car fixed in certain situations and saying, what the heck is going on with my lawyer? I want to speak to them. I want to know what's going on. Throughout the whole process, I really do pride myself in making sure that if my client wants to speak with me, they will speak with me, and that any questions or concerns are answered in a timely manner.
Very cool. Andrew, thank you so much for sticking around and talking to me today. Tell me what's next for you. What is next for maybe in the immediate future? As we're filming this, it's February 2024. So what's next for you this year? What's next for ASR?
Just continuing to grow, like I referenced earlier, trying to get those caseload numbers up, moving cases along, bringing on support staff, all the above. But I'm excited, looking forward to it.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you for joining us. If you are a law firm owner and you're watching this and you're looking to grow like Andrew, we would love to help you. But if not, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.